So I don't journal. I used to a little bit. I used to have like a leather bound journal that a friend got for me and like it was super cool and I liked it, but I never kept up with it. And then I've done like, you know, like the digital ones. Notion is really good, but honestly I've kind of only started using Notion for only work. Any personal notes, I have the Notes app, and any structure I ever set up, it always just goes to waste. Like I never end up doing it. And in a lot of ways, I think that the best way to sort of track your life, track what you're doing, is to lean into whatever medium you're really good at. And I think the most accessible has always been writing. It's always been getting a pen and paper or journal. But recently it's been getting easier to sort of note things with audio and with video. Since starting sort of saying I'm gonna be doing videos more often, I think I've noticed that my best journal might be all the videos that I take. Even though I haven't been posting at the schedule that I said I wanted to, I have been carrying this little guy around with me a lot, and I do have a ton of video footage now, which is really cool. Like some moments from the past year, well, I guess like past few months that like I wouldn't have captured previously are now captured. A couple weddings that I went to are captured now because I've been using this thing. This may be my best journaling medium. I'm just kind of thinking out loud right now, like you would in a journal. What's nice too is like it can capture things like as they happen. You don't have to recount them, which can be messy, but that's when the editing comes in. What I want to talk about in this entry, which is kind of ironic, I suppose, I haven't been liking any of the videos that I've been putting onto my YouTube channel. And okay, let me pull some up. So I've posted 4 vlogs since I started 2 months ago saying I'm gonna take this channel seriously, which, as I mentioned, that is way behind the schedule that I wanted it to be because I wanted it to be me posting weekly. In October, Lavender bit off more than we could chew. I mean, we got everything done. I think we did everything really well, but that really took away from this, which I actually got really close to editing one of the videos and it was fun. I didn't finish it. I might go back and finish it. It's a compilation of 2 weddings that I went to in October. But I didn't finish it because, well, 1, I was busy, but 2, come on, focus on my face. Let's go. Come on, Canon, you're supposed to be better at this. 1, I just sort of didn't get around to finishing it, but 2, it's kind of what I'm talking about, where it's like, I just didn't like it. All the videos I've put out, I've struggled with this sort of like it's fine, it's good, but I'm just uninspired. Like when I'm making it, I'm just like, what's the point of finishing this? I just don't like it. And I eventually convinced myself that's like, okay, the point is to upload it. The point is to get something up, right? And that's the whole point, and I'll get better as I go. But it's just been hard to like finish a video when I watch it and I'm like, this is so vapid. I'm doing these little videos and I'm like talking to a camera and bringing a camera along with me, but at the end of the day, it's like, what's the point? Like, why am I doing this? That feeling of just not liking them that's probably been the hardest part of this. And one thing to mention is I don't really have like a YouTube strategy. My big focus in my work is Lavender. Lavender is the company that I've been building for, well, it was established like 3 years ago, but it's sort of been what I've been working up to for like the last 10 years. It is my full-time job. It's the full-time job of a few other people too, and that makes me feel really accountable to like make sure that that is my primary focus because other people's lives depend on it. That might be a little bit dramatic, but a couple other people actually make their livelihood from it. So I don't want to let them down. So my YouTube strategy is just kind of like, how can I just do this, make it casual, make it not a big burden on my life, on my work, and then I'll edit as I go. What sort of happens with that is just, you could tell, I think, at least when I watch it, that it's not getting like the love and care that it deserves. And like Maya has seen me talk about this, is like I'll be editing and I'm like, it's pointless, I hate it. Like, what's the point of this video? What am I doing? What story am I telling? Usually there is none. It's just little snippets of my life that are like, they feel pointless. And also they feel terribly captured whenever I do it. But I suppose to make this video not a huge downer. Like, I definitely don't want to come to YouTube just swinging with complaints and being sad. At the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you keep going and you keep improving. Overnight success isn't a real thing, and making it is really hard to do, and it needs to be intentional. It needs, at least from like what I think, it needs to be intentional, it needs to be passionate, it needs to be driven, it needs to have real work behind it. I mentioned lavender. I've put years of work into that. And just this year, kind of last year, but also this year, we are finally, I think, making it. We're making enough to pay me a fairly comfortable salary. And it's not really even close to that either, but it's comfortable, even living here in Los Angeles. But nonetheless, it's a salary, which 2 years ago, I didn't think was gonna be possible. We have set a goal, and I think it's a realistic goal, of doing $1 million in revenue next year, which is still gonna be like incredibly difficult and like take a lot of hard work, but it's actually within grasp now. And to get to that point was 10 years of me starting with making videos, just stupid videos with friends, through like doing some really kind of terrible freelance work, honestly. Like some of it, I mean, as like a high schooler, I was cheated out of money. Adults were stealing money from me, making it like a business thing, and I was a high schooler, so I didn't know how to deal with it. Taking on jobs that just like were not fun, you know, being alone in my work for a lot of the time. I suppose this journal entry is really just like, if you keep doing it, just keep trying and keep improving, things will work out. And if you're intentional about the things that you are improving, you're intentional about the things that you're trying to figure out, and you are doing these things for the right reason, not for the views, not for the money, not for the clout, but because your heart is telling you that you need to, which that's lavender. Lavender, my heart is telling me that these are the things I need to do. Even this YouTube channel now, my heart is like, just keep doing it. Like, you'll be fine. If you feel that pull just so much, even though things aren't working out, just keep trying. I'm literally talking to myself right now, and it feels good, honestly. This whole journaling thing might work out. Keep trying, keep improving, and be intentional about it. Everything will work out. Probably.